acted out the dream of Don Bosco and his mother. I have seen the result of the dream. Don Bosco is today, there are 14,000 fathers and brothers working around the world who call themselves children of Don Bosco. And they are working in 136 countries. We have institutions, schools, colleges, universities, and technical schools, and wide variety of services in 136 countries. I did not go to all the 136 countries, but I have been to 73 countries. 73 countries I have gone and seen the work of Don Bosco, the fulfilling of the dream of Don Bosco, helping children to grow up and to develop all their talent and to be successful. We see the results of this, not only me going to Rome and working at the world level for the Don Bosco all over the world, but also our own students. Today we see them in various places in India and abroad. And I congratulate you all. There are also, I think, a few in prison probably, and some who have died of overdose and different things, violence and all. But that is normal. And that is what I want to conclude with. The classes that you have, the activities you have, all the programs that you have here are offered to all. And some profit from it, and they go out and become IAS officers, and become MCS officers, and become doctors and engineers, and professors and teachers, and people who are able to write poems and books and teach in universities and do fantastic services for themselves, their family, and for the country, for the people. There are also some who end up, as I said, in prison, or killing each other, or dying of the same opportunity is given to you all by the same teachers, the same fathers with the same training as Don Bosco in anywhere in the world. They are trying to give you the best education possible. I hope you will make the best of it and help them to grow and develop as we are growing and developing. Thank you.
In the dream, he saw a group of quarreling boys and tried to control them by force. But a majestic man, accompanied by a gracious lady, taught him a lesson that would become the guiding principle of his mission. It is not by blows, but by kindness, gentleness, and love that you will win their hearts. The wild animals in the dream were transformed into gentle lambs, symbolizing how love and faith can. Around the world is the father and the teacher of youth. This skit brings to life that extraordinary dreams and reminds us that every young person has a God-given purpose. Through faith, kindness, perseverance, and love, ordinary lives can accomplish extraordinary things. So, my dear friends, we now present the 9-year dream of Saint John Bosco, an extraordinary dream. He sits upright. His face filled with wonder and bewilderment, still deeply affected by what he has seen in the dream. He looks around the room, trying to make sense of the mysterious experience. At that moment, his mother, Margaret, enters the room and notices his troubled expression.
What happened? Are you frightened?
Mother, I had a strange dream.
Come, tell
tried to stop them. But the more I shouted kindness, gentleness, and love. Then I answered, but I'm only a boy, how can I do such a thing?
And what did he say?
Smiled and told me, what seems impossible to you will become possible through obedience and God's grace. Then a beautiful lady appears beside him. She looked at me and like a loving mother. She placed her hand upon my head.
Did she speak?
Yes, she said, look. The boys suddenly became wild animals. Wolves, bears, tigers. I was terrified. But then the whole wild animals become a gentle lamb. The whole field became peaceful.
John, do you know what it means?
No, mother, I'm confused. Was it just a dream or was it something more?
Only God knows its full meaning. But remember this, some dreams come from our imagination. Other becomes God's invitation. Perhaps God has chosen you for something very special.
Mother, what if I fail? What if I'm too weak?
Every great mission begins with someone who feels weak. David was only a shepherd. The apostles were simple fishermen. God does not choose the strongest. He strengthens those he chooses.
Then, from today, I shall stop fighting. I shall help those who are lonely. I shall forgive those who insult me. I shall become a friend to every voice. Maybe one day, those names in my dream will become true.
John, never forget this dream. One day, thousands of boys will call you their father. School will be built, home will open for the poor, young people around the world will remember your name. But it will all begin with one small decision to love instead of hate.
My friends, strength is not shown by hurting others. True greatness is shown by helping others. A kind word, an honest life, a forgiving heart can change the world.
And remember, God can use an ordinary student to do extraordinary things.
Dream big,
trust God, work hard, and let kindness lead your life. Thank you.
With you all, when that we experienced some years ago. From today, more than 20 years ago, the school was in troubled water. That means that we had a lot of external disturbances to our schools, and therefore the school could not be run smoothly, and the stations could not be done properly. That was the time. And by the time Father Jesus came to our schools as the headmaster, as well as the rector, as a member, till 2008. In fact, from my memories and my experiences with Father Jesus, Father had been a source of inspirations to the teachers and students to change their mind and take decisions for better positions in life. He always insisted to all of us. Father is a kind of naturalist. Father not very much structure. Just in front of us we see the greenery, plants and trees are there. These were all planted by the time when Father was here. And then we had even bathtubs where here Father suggested, and we had persons to come and take bath. In those days, Father even had a plan for constructing tree houses in the schools. Many of the trees you see quite luxuriantly greenly today were planted in those days. And you see to my right and the left, two trees are there. One is fully grown and one is planted. These were two trees also were planted by Father in those days, as remember. Father introduced various classes for various types of co-curricular activities different clubs were introduced in our school. Among them, Peace Club was the most alive. As I remember, Father did not correct any mistake or any blunder. He did not use rating. As I remember, Father MC did not use any kind of rating when we make a mistake. And he did not even point it out any blunders in us in public. That was the extra qualities of Father of Jesus. Teachers were encouraged all the time to remain updated. We were asked to read a book at least 1 month, and we had to review the books, and we had to submit to Father. That makes us updated all the time. That was the policy of the Father of Jesus. The system of loving presence today we are having in our institution, this was also introduced by Father Antizos, as I remember. So we are very lucky this system has improved now very much. We have come to know the value of the loving presence among the students with the teachers. Father had untiring energy to bless the metric appearing students. In those days, I myself was there. Madam Dhareswari, many of the senior teachers used to go to every house of the metric students who were going to appear. We exchanged them. Father gave them blessings. Father would never felt tired of giving blessings and meeting in villages and in towns. Father introduced in our school a counseling center, as I remember, that could help a lot of the students of class 9 and 10. We had our own school counselor, Dr. Eddie, as I remember, and one more doctor also was here. This helped along the growth of the students of class 9 and 10 in their future life. They could share their problems of their family with the counselor. It was kept as very much secret, as very much personally. It was not disclosed to no one, but the problems of the students were solved. Somehow Father always managed to help the students and the teachers all the time. I still remember that in our school there was one Madam Dhareswari, former cat mistress. She was the first mistress to receive the Best Teacher Asian Award conferred by the Celestial Don Bosco of Asia. And that was also happened during the tenures of Father Antizos.